All right, we are joined by Aaron Jeffery. Aaron, if you want to give us a couple of, some breakdowns, or give us a name, nickname, how long you've been training, where you train at, some shout outs and like that. Go ahead.
The whole life story, eh?
Just the highlights,
A brief life story. I'm Aaron Jeffery, 10-3 record. Just fought on Contender Series a few weeks ago. Unfortunately, didn't go my way. Not really sure what's next. I mean, just gonna look at offers, see what we can do here. I was down in Vegas for 5 months for that training camp. I'm back in Canada now. Just got back about a week ago, so just back to the grind now.
Nice. So, what was your game plan? Because I know you mentioned it on Twitter a lot, but what was your game plan going into that fight for Dana White's Contender Series?
I thought I didn't think he was going to be quite as tricky on the feet. I thought I'd be able to touch him a little bit more on the feet. I thought I would grind him down a little bit the first couple rounds, and he was going to slow down a lot. I saw that in some of his previous fights. Like, he came into the second round like looking pretty flat already. But it wasn't the case in this fight. I think I could have wrestled him a little bit more too. I could have done a lot of things differently, but I mean, that's fighting, right? Hindsight's always 20/20. Sometimes it doesn't go your way.
True. Now, so in a rare occurrence, he wasn't offered a contract. So he won the fight against you, but he wasn't offered a contract.
Yeah.
Now, this past Tuesday, he came back, had a victory, finished victory at that, and then got his contract. Why do you think he wasn't offered a contract when he fought you?
I don't know, man. Sometimes Dana's just kind of in that mood, right? And he doesn't do it. I feel like they looked back at the fight though, and they thought like, shit, maybe we should have gave this guy a contract. He's pretty good. And then they gave him that second shot. I kind of think they fed him. I don't want to be like disrespectful, but they fed him a very winnable fight. He was like a 10-1 favorite, right? Like, he was minus 1,000. And he got a first round knockout, which was probably kind of expected. That's why he was the huge favorite. I think that's what they wanted, and they gave him the contract.
Nice. And I agree. So did they say anything to you backstage after that performance? Did they say they'll have you back or anything like that?
They shoot you out of there. They made me pick up my bags, and I hopped on the bus. I was still wearing like my fight shorts. I had my cup. I just had to like gather up my shit and get out. Yeah.
Really? So
Yeah.
you don't usually hear that stuff. So
yeah. Twice that's happened to me. The other time they didn't shoot me out, it was almost like they forgot about me when I fought Brendan Allen. I was like chilling backstage for a while. I was like, what's going on? Do I get a ride home? Like, how do I get out of here? I chilled for like 30 or 45 minutes and then finally found my way out of there.
Wow. Okay. Well, so you're obviously on their radar still. I mean, what's next for you?
I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll kind of see what happens here. I think maybe it's like win another fight, get back in the win column, and see if UFC wants me then, or maybe I explore like Bellator or something.
Right. Huh. And I would say your biggest win to date was probably over Andre Petroski. Yeah.
Yeah. And now that Kaio signed, I mean, I don't know how meaningful this is, but all my losses are still to UFC fighters. 3 losses, all the UFC guys: Sean Brady, Brendan Allen, and now Kaio. I got a win over a UFC fighter. I got a win over 2 guys that were also on Contender Series. So competition's been tough.
I mean, you got to be so close. You really do.
I feel like, man, they've been saying it for so long too. There's so many articles that have been written about me that are like fighters on the doorstep, one more fight and they're in, but I just haven't been able to break through.
Huh. And have you heard anything from like LFA or Bellator or anything from someone that's worked with them?
No, I haven't talked to my manager much lately, so I gotta get on that and figure it out. I just traveled back to Canada. It was like a week of driving, so it kind of fucking took the life out of me a little bit. So now I'm like back home. I'm gonna be like back in the gym full time and kind of getting my shit together here.
Okay. Let's see what else. What's a day in your life like training wise? What do you do? How do you prepare for things? How many times do you train?
It's usually twice a day, every day. Like Monday to Friday, I'm in the gym usually twice a day. Saturday once. Dude, I live a monotonous life. It's like eat, sleep, train, literally. Like I wake up, I eat, I go to the gym, I come back, I eat, maybe I take a nap, have a snack before the gym at night, go to the gym, come back, eat and sleep again.
Wow.
I go for walks, I read books. I visit my mom on weekends. I actually just pulled into her place right now. She's making Thanksgiving dinner for me, so that's gonna be nice. I haven't had her cooking in like 6 months, so I'm gonna eat lots. Yeah, I'm a very basic man. Simple.
I always forget that Canada's Thanksgiving is so much more ahead than
Uh,
ours is. So
it
lucky,
was actually 2 weeks ago, and
yeah,
I wasn't
lucky.
home. I was still in Vegas, so this is late Thanksgiving for us.
Oh man,
I'm
kind of wish I knew
excited.
someone that was. I wish I knew someone that was Canadian so I could do both. I could go visit, come back and
Yeah,
visit.
I was in Vegas for Thanksgiving, and there was a few other Canadians there, and we went to the MGM buffet that day. That was pretty sick.
That place is huge.
Yeah,
The
it is,
buffets out there are crazy.
dude. So nice.
So you do a lot of cross training. It seems like. What other gyms do you usually go to when you're doing camps or something's coming up?
Um, well, I was just down at Syndicate for 5 months. That was the first time I've ever done that. I've been to Syndicate before. I just went for a month. But this time I went out there and I didn't know how long I was going to stay, but like COVID kind of makes everything difficult. So I just figured I'll just stay put and stay here. And it was sick. There's lots of good training partners. I got solid work in. Now I'm back home. Canada doesn't really have like the level of guys. Like there's a lot of solid guys in different disciplines and some good fighters and stuff. Not too many in my weight class, but I kind of have to move around. Like I have like jiu-jitsu black belts over here. I have like world class wrestlers over here. I have good strikers over here. So I kind of travel around a lot more when I'm at home.
Nice. So that was my next question, actually. So Canada has been in the media a lot. They've been getting a lot of criticism about, not having the depth of talent, not having the bodies, not having the competition. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you kind of mentioned it a little bit, but what are your thoughts on that?
I think the guys in the room at our gym in the lower weight classes, it's fucking solid, man. Like I don't know if you can find a much better room. They might not all be like name value guys, like UFC guys and stuff, but there is a lot of very skilled lower weight class guys here. Um, Again, when you get into the upper weights, 70s, 85ers, yeah, it kind of becomes slim pickings a little bit.
Okay, nice. Yeah, we just had, so one of the shows that I've done press for, someone just came down from Canada to get some competition, which he said something similar. He said, you got to go where the competition is, chase the big
Mm-hmm.
fish,
Yep,
chase the tough matchup. So
for sure, man.
that's tough. That's got to
I
be
get
rough.
really good like technical coaching here. Like the city I'm in, St. Catharines, the university there's Brock University. They have the #1 wrestling team in the country. And there's some big guys there that are like really good wrestlers. So I get sick wrestling work. Couple of BJJ black belts that are here that are solid too. So I get good technical work with them. There's some good striking coaches around, so I get good work with them. But again, it's like for like a MMA like rounds, I don't really have that as much.
That's rough. And it's weird because I know a lot of guys personally that go up to TriStar
Mm-hmm.
and do part of their camps up there as well. But
Yeah, even there's kind of hit and miss, and I don't think they have any big guys right now either. I know they used to have Andrew Sanchez, but he's back down in the States now, so I don't know who they have for upper weight class guys.
that's rough.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you don't think about that kind of stuff too, huh?
But like this is how I've been training my whole career, like doing kind of the different disciplines and doing that technical work, and it's got me this far. So I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But it's nice to like go down to a place like Syndicate, Vegas, and then get those hard MMA rounds in once in a while.
Okay. All right, let's see. All right, favorite post-fight dinner or meal or snack, something like that. What do you go to?
Mom's cooking, man. That's why I'm home right now, about to eat this Thanksgiving dinner. Honestly, anything she makes is fucking awesome.
All right. And what was your hardest weight cut, or do you have a hardest weight cut or weight cut
Yeah,
horror story?
Sean Brady fight actually. Was that my last time making 170? It might have been. Yeah, I think that was my last time doing 170. My next fight was a catchweight 175. But yeah, that fucking sucked.
What happened? Or can you
Nothing really.
discuss?
It just sucked, man. I made the weight fine. I was probably like my health was fine and everything. Maybe I'm just a pussy, but I did the bath. I usually never do like a hot bath. I like the sauna way more, or even just like doing a workout with like sweats on. I did the bath and I fucking hate it.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. And so you've competed a lot, on the East Coast. Do you do any
Mhm.
training on this side, on the East Coast?
No, I haven't really. I would like to. I would like to actually go down to Andre Petrosky and Sean Brady's gym. I think that would be a good gym for me. And I talked to Petrosky here and there. He's a good dude. I
Yeah.
trained with him once before, actually.
Nice. And that was after you guys fought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What else we got? I mean, I don't want to take too much of your time. The food's getting cold, so so we're gonna hook you up with a complimentary shirt, of
Oh,
course.
sick.
So we'll send
Sick.
that out to you. We
Awesome.
appreciate the time that you take, and
Of course, man. No
I mean,
worries at all.
anything we can do to get you, your name out there, get some new fans watching your fights. That's what we want to do. I mean, I know
That's
it's not
awesome.
much, but it's something.
No, I appreciate it.
Let's see. Um, Go ahead and drop any Twitter handles, any Instagram handles, any shout outs, training partners.
Yeah, everywhere I'm at AAJ MMA. Big thanks to Syndicate. They had me down there for 5 months and hosted me. That was awesome. All my boys back home. I'm back at Niagara Top Team, sick gym near Niagara Falls. If anyone wants to check that out.
It's actually not too far away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Where are you at?
So I'm actually in Maryland, but I'm at
Okay.
I would say we're at the most northern eastern tip. So
Okay.
we're minutes from the Pennsylvania state line. New
Okay.
York is right up there.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
my fiance's parents live in upstate PA, and we drive up to New York all the time. So
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty close.
yeah.
Mm.
Let's see. I think I had something else for it, and I forgot now. So either way, we're gonna keep an eye on you. We want to make sure that get your name out there and do some stuff.
Appreciate it, man. Is this a written interview or?
So we're gonna go ahead and film this, and I'll go over some more details after we hit the end button on the record. But anything you have for me? I don't know.
No, I don't know. Not much. Which are the fights on right now? You have it on still?
So yeah, so Ike Villanueva's getting ready to fight. I cannot pronounce his opponent's last name to save my life.
Who
So
won? Who won that middleweight fight just now?
what's Rodriguez Gregory?
You won, yeah. Huh.
Yeah, it actually looked competitive.
Yeah.
I know Park is tough. He goes through some wars and he's always standing, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he he didn't make it through this one.
Who do you got in the main?
It's tough. It's tough.
Really tough.
Because I don't typically like Vittori.
Mm-hmm.
However, I don't know. I feel like he's just going to be ready for this one.
Everyone's saying like something's off with Costa. He looks weird. He's talking weird. He missed weight.
The weight thing was weird, but I kind of blame that. Blame that on the company. I don't know. The UFC let him go and make the rules pretty much. So
Yeah. Crazy.
he said,
Crazy.
"Oh, I'll fight at 195," and they said, "Okay, sure, we'll fine you." And they said, "Well, how about 205 instead?"
Yeah.
Come on, who does that?
Yeah. He's fucking huge, man.
He's massive. He's still big at
Maybe
205.
I think his days are maybe down at 85.
Especially if he looks good. If he looks good at 205,
Yeah.
they're gonna tell you hey, stay here.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think he walks around 230 or something. They said so.
Yeah, that's what I've heard, man. You see him, the pictures out of camp, his fucking face is like this big.
Face is huge.
Yeah.
There's no way that's all wine. So.
No. No.
Oh man, who do you got?
I'll probably go with Vittori too. I think he's pretty good. He can wrestle a little bit too. Maybe he'll kind of mix it up and mix in some wrestling.
I think he's durable enough to take some punches.
Yeah, I was gonna say it
Gets
too.
in
He's got a
there.
fucking chin on him.
Yeah, and he'll get it to the ground. Will he?
Yeah.
Will he? Submit him or stop him? I don't know, but I think Vettori could just drag it deep.
I think so too.
Now, for fans watching who haven't seen your style before, would you consider yourself more of a striker or more of a grappler?
I consider myself more of a grappler. I think a lot of my fights have been more striking though.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty wrestling heavy right now. I think in fights I've hit maybe 2 clean takedowns ever though. Like I kind of grind guys out like on the wall a little bit until I wear them down, and then I get like TKOs, kind of like a volume pressure grinder.
Right.
Nothing pretty.
Yeah. Did you wrestle in school at all?
Never did. Nope. But I wrestle with the team now.
Really?
Yeah.
So is wrestling not big in Canada?
Not at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I mean, props to you guys then, because you're able to pick it up at a fast pace and make it your own. So
yeah, for sure. I kind of obsessed over it. I need to start obsessing over like striking, I think, the way I did about wrestling.
Well, we're gonna be watching it, so
yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna let you go.
Hey man.
Grab some dinner and enjoy your long awaited Thanksgiving. I appreciate the time here.
Of course.
And we'll keep in touch.
Sounds good, man.
All right, let me hit this end button.